We'll just wait a couple of minutes to see who gets notified and who pops on. And we're going to make this little brag book tonight while I'm waiting for my new product to come. So we will. Hi, Sue. Yeah, I'm waiting for all my new product to come. And it will, hi, Laura. And it will be here Monday, tomorrow evening. So it's going to get real busy in this craft room. Hi, Connie. Hi, Carol. So, hi, Jeanette. Hello, Laura. I hope you guys enjoy making this little book tonight. So I always love to show you guys if I get some cards in the mail. And I did. Look at how pretty that is. Look at this element right up here. This is from a friend of mine, Jane. Hi, Susan. Oh, you're welcome, Carol. Hi, Lynn. Oh, Lynn, my hands. Oh, look, see, I used the oil right before this and let it soak in, and I'm able to touch, and I'm very happy with that. Hi, Janet. So this comes from a customer of mine, Jane, and I love the outside of this. She did it, she said, with her Cricut. Hello, Karen. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Vicki. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Susie. From Pennsylvania. Hi, Susie. I think this might be the first time either I know that you've watched or whatever, you know, that you've at least commented. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming by. Yay, I know, right, Lynn? I'm so happy. I am so happy. You know, like usually it's out to here. And when I apply that mixture of oils on here, then for a little while, hi, Chris. Hi, Diana. We reconnected, so it just buffered a little bit. But I love this element right here. It's like a little burlap element. That's so cute. So I wanted to show you that. Then from my... you've seen her cards before on here, but I can't get over this. I just cannot get over Miss Sue's beautiful artwork here. She said she's just now getting into stamping, that this is really what she does with her cards, is she stitches them. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Brenda. And this is absolute, like, artistry work. I just go crazy over this because, see, I love to do things like that. My grandma started me doing that when I was little. And then, of course, I got this thanks a bunch from a customer. And I love the grapes. I'm Italian. I loved the set when it came out. So that's fun. Hi, Paula. Hi, Diana. So, I know, right? That is just stunning. It's amazing. Hi, Linda. Hello, everyone. Hi, Pauline. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, hi, Gloria. This little book, okay, I call it my boo-boo envelopes, okay? Let's go over a couple of things first before we get into this. Okay, these are the free card kits for this month. Nothing has been mailed out. I got to mail it to just one person that had ordered from me, but I have literally run out of this paper. So I'm waiting for that to come. Hi, Janie. Hi, Georgianne. And so I'm just waiting for the paper to come, which is tomorrow. I am so excited for new product. So my 2 free card kits, if you're a Downline, a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, or you order from me, you get these 2 free card kits. Hey, Sandra. So speaking of Downlines, there is a major thing that Stampin' Up! Is doing with that. I was going to mark the page and I forgot. But anyway, it is, if you join my team, you get $99. For $99, you get to pick $125 worth of product. And it's not in here. Of course not, because it's just for the month. And a free bundle. You get a free bundle. Stampin' Up! Supplies you with a free bundle. It is so much fun. So, and then with that, from me, you will get a spool of the Pool Party sheer ribbon if you join my team. Hi, Wendy. Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm so happy to see everyone here tonight. We're going to have so much fun. Okay, so that was it with the catalog. The catalog is brand new. If you order from me, you're a new customer, I'm going to send you one of these with your free card kits, okay? The paper share will be here tomorrow. I am expecting like boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. So I'm very, very excited about that. But let's get to this book. Okay, so I call it my Boo Boo Envelope book. And these are my envelopes that I'm going to use tonight. I posted over on my YouTube channel and then also on here some of the measurements and what you might need. And so we start with 3 envelopes. And so here's one. I didn't stamp it well here. I didn't really want to send that. It kind of looks blurry. This back came out okay. I really wasn't pleased with it, okay? This one has ink all over it, and how in the world that little hat got over here, I have no idea. I think I tried to stamp off, and I stamped off on the envelope. So that was that. And then this was at Christmas time, and I just had too much ink on my fingers to even be doing what I was doing, I suppose, at that point. So, so I can't throw these away. I have a hard time just being like, oh, well, I'll just throw it away. So this was a couple of years ago. Yeah, oh my gosh, right? My UPS guy, oh my word. I might have to would you like a Coke? I know, because there's so much stuff coming. It's crazy. So I found this on YouTube, and I can't remember who it was from. Thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate that. And she did this envelope book. Now, I only use 3 envelopes, but of course you can use more. You could use as many as you'd like. But I think this makes a perfect little book right there, okay? And it makes a fantastic little coffee table book. So here, thank you, Pauline. So here's the front. I already made my tag. Now you guys can, embellish after we're done. And it doesn't matter what DSP that you are using, okay? You can use any DSP that you want. Just like with this, I just really had to watch direction with this, okay? Because it is so directional. I thought, I know, right? This is a great idea for envelopes. I put them in a pile. Usually around Christmas time, I make these. And, when I have done craft shows in the past, these have sold like crazy. It is a fantastic grandma like little book, a brag book, okay, for grandma or anyone really at Christmas time. It is wonderful. So right here is just that little flap. We're going to make that tonight. And then inside here, and on my video in the past, right, yeah, start to keep your whoops envelopes. I made these cards. They slip into the envelope pocket, and here you can journal. You could also put a picture if you wanted to. Okay, it might bond. I'm sorry if it's doing that. It's just Facebook. So, okay. So anyway, so this would look nice with a nice picture, maybe even a couple of small pictures in here. What if you went to a photo booth or something when you were at the beach? That would be so much fun. Yeah, Mary, you have to start to save your envelopes. Okay, so, and then here's one right here, and this one is on the outside. Now, in my one in the past, good evening, Judith. In the one that I did before, I accidentally glued this totally shut. But we worked through it, and so there was just one pocket in that book, but that's okay, right? Okay, so I just had to show you the book first. Let me get that back in there. Okay, there we go. And then just like that. And then just a little belly band. So sweet. So now we are going to start with our 3 envelopes. So if you are crafting with me, actually I'm going to leave my belly band off of that because I might have to refer to look at it. Okay. Start with your 3 envelopes. We are going to use Tombow with this. I suggest Tombow. Okay, I'll say that. I suggest Tombow with this. I happen to like the wiggle room because sometimes you just have to set this. Let me get this out of the tip of the Tombow. Thank you, Mary. Okay, so here we go. You want to take your first envelope and open it like this. Okay, so that your flap is to the right-hand side. You're going to take the second envelope with your flap to the left-hand side, and you're going to feed it into your bottom envelope. So just take your time, just feed it in, and they lock right in, I promise. Just kind of mess with them a little bit, push it down. Make sure your flap closes, okay? See how I did that? So you don't want it to stick out like that at all. You want things to be even. And make sure your flap then closes, that there's no lump there, okay? So now what we're gonna do, you're gonna look right here. I'm gonna hold this up. See how this is nice and even up here? The best that we can get it. And at the bottom also. We're gonna go ahead and add Tombow inside here and glue this left flap down. Gluing the left flap down. I know I have not done the giveaway tonight because we're gonna do it at the end. The giveaway is going to be these 2 books. So I just want to make sure that as many people got on here as possible. There we go. That might have watched last week. So the giveaway is these 2 books, and we'll do it at the end. Don't let me forget, okay? Okay, so there we go there. Now, you're going to take this side, the right side, and close it, but leave your flap down. You're going to take your 3rd envelope with the flap toward the right, but not looking at you. The flap down toward the right, not looking at you, okay? And you're going to butt it right up against this other envelope. And what we're going to do is glue it to this flap, okay? Hi, Becky. Oh, I know, right? Susan, this is easy. And once you get started with it, you're going to be like, oh, this is so much fun. It doesn't take long to do. Okay, so now we're gluing this envelope to this flap. Let's go through that again. We have this glued down. Okay, now this is solid. We're folding that back. We're leaving our flap open. We're taking our 3rd envelope with the blank full side toward us. The flap is down and to the right. And we're going to glue it onto this flap. So I suggest you put your Tombow here. Just like that. And now we're going to take this envelope, and I like to stand it up like this, okay, and meet it. Because then I know I'm right in there. And just like that. Okay. I did not do that correctly, did I? Did I do it right? No. I did not do that correctly. Ah! It has to be glued. I am so sorry. It has to be glued. Let me get another one. Wait a minute. Okay, here's another good boo-boo one. Wow, I really got the ink all over this one. Okay, so sorry. The flap, if you guys have made a mistake, I am so sorry because I know you are following along with me. And I swore I was like, I've got to remember the flap goes toward me. Okay, the flap here, I am so sorry, goes towards you. How many of you did I mess up? I am so sorry if I did that. Maybe you can pull it apart. I'm going to go ahead and apply my Tombow. Oh, now the flap toward me. Flap toward me. Because that is the closure of the book. Okay. Flap here. Not away. To the right, but toward you. Is everybody okay? Now we're going to close this. And that's why you need your flap right there. Okay. So keep closing it and fitting everything together as you glue it down. Okay? Did I mess you guys up bad? Do I need to stop and let you catch up and get another envelope? Okay, we'll keep going. Okay, so flap up. Okay, flap up towards you. Glue it together right here. All right? Now we have our pages and our book can close. Now what we want to do is cover this. Turn your book over. And both flaps now are to face the left side. And this is where you get your piece that is 7 by 5 3/4. 7 by 5 3/4. I said cut 1. We're going to then put this right up to this fold line right here, because watch. This then is going to make the outside of the book, the flap, okay? There we go. Thank you, Becky. Oh, I might have messed everybody up with that one little boo-boo. Well, we have boo-boos, right? They're boo-boos. Okay, so I like these 2 flaps to the left, and I like to attach my paper here. Let me pull this off. So let's go ahead and put some Tombow here. Hi, Savings Maker. Thank you for tuning in. And we're going to go ahead and put our Tombow here. And now we're going to go ahead and glue this down. Right to like the spine. This is like the spine of the book. So right here. Now I want to take this and I want to tap it down because I want to get it nice and straight and just let that adhere. That's perfect. That is perfect. Now what we're going to do is trim this, okay? Is everybody okay with this? I hope. If you are following along, have you caught back up where I messed my own self up, right? But I'm afraid that boo-boos are how we learn the best. Thank you, Jeanette. But yeah, you don't know how many times I was in here just like, okay. And I run through it and run through it. Yes, you're okay, Carol. Okay, thank you. Okay, now this, we're just going to cut around the envelope. Seriously, I hate fussy cutting, but this is not bad. But we just, this is like something you have to do. I'm using a larger scissor because those little snips seem to be a little choppy the other day. So I kind of like to get a bit bigger bite on the project. And watch, when I come around that corner there, I'm closing my scissors, but then I'm taking my project and I'm turning it. That's how you don't get choppiness when you're fussy cutting. Okay, so right there, that's part of it. Nope, trying to catch up. Okay, do I need to slow down? Are you here, Gloria? There we go. So now, as you can see, we have this flap that is covered. Okay, now what we want to do is to take this crease right here, the natural crease. Okay, good, I'm glad. Okay, good, thank you, Gloria. Right here on the crease of the envelope, you want to crease this down. Use your bone folder if you have one. If not, the back of a scissor is good. Okay, so right in here. We want to crease that nicely. You want to get a good sharp, yes, I'm good now. Okay, good, thank you. Okay, so right here, fold your flap down. Again, keep testing your book. Just like that. Perfect, perfect. Okay, now let's go ahead and cover the inside flap. It's very simple because then we have a little scoring to do. So here with this paper, it's directional because of the stripes. So see how I wanted it to continue on in the same direction. So that's something like when you cut something like this, if you don't have just like a busy little pattern, sometimes it does get directional. And sometimes you want to mix it up with the directions like we will do here on the cover. See, I wanted this to be mixed, but I wanted that to flow into itself right here. Okay? Okay. So the flap inside is 2.5 by 6, and we cut 1. Good evening, Donna. We cut 1, 2.5 by 6. Now, we want to attach this to our inside flap. We're going to use some Tombow, and we're going to go ahead and come on the inside of the flap. Now, you can, on this part, right here where I did the Tombow, right up to that edge, okay? You can put sticky tape right there, like sticky strip right there. That would work out well too. You really want a good solid adhesive. I feel like the Tombow works fantastically. So now this, I want to put it right into that fold, and it is hanging off of our flap a little bit. So I want to get it up to it, but not where it's going to impinge on it closing. So while you have the wiggle room, I'm moving mine out just a hair. Okay, I like the way that feels better. You'll feel it. Test it, okay? Test it if you're crafting with me. Now press that down nicely. Okay, and now let's go ahead and trim this. We are going to trim this, and then if anything is sticking out, you can stick some Tombow in it or trim it up. You know, get it right, get your corners right. And come around there with the scissor. And just come down through here. This is about the only kind of fussy cutting that I believe I ever want to do. Real easy stuff. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's see how that looks. Love it. Love it. Again, I'm going to take my bone folder, or you can take, if you don't have a bone folder, use the edge of your scissors. Okay? Burnish it down. Now, if you see anything sticking out, you can always take our little snips, and come back and give it another, just a little bit of a haircut, just to make it nice and even, because these are nice and skinny. I just like a bigger scissor when I'm cutting that larger area. Right there. And I'm going to come across here just a smidge. There's not even a measurement for it. Okay. As you can see, right? Not even a measurement for that. Okay, nice. Now from here, oh, that is just looking wonderfully. Let's see, what should we do next? Let's do the cover. Right here. Okay. Oh, no, let's do this next. Hold up. The next thing we are going to do is, if you guys have a scoring board, if you have a scoring tool, even on your cutter, okay, right here, you want to put this flap in here. If you don't, you can finger fold it like an eighth of an inch. I'm talking an eighth. But I'm going to put mine in here, and I'm just not, don't cut it. About an eighth of an inch. I want to score it. So score it about an eighth and really push it down into there because you have some layers, okay? See that score line right there, okay? I'm hoping that if everybody's in their craft room, they're close to something that can score for you. Oh, thank you, Sue. Thank you. Okay, now on the score line, we're going to fold. That's why I'm like, if you don't have a scoreboard, you can finger fold this, okay? It just helps me. Okay, right there. And again, your bone folder. And now press that second line. I'll show you what that's going to give you. That's going to give us this little square right here that then takes up the thickness of the envelopes. So we're helping the book that way to close with that little bit right there of being square. Okay? Now let's go ahead. Are we all good? I hope we are good. So see, that's why, like right in here, I used Tombow. It worked just fine. But if you wanted to put sticky strip right here, that's okay also. You know, you need something that's really going to hold it down here. So if any like little corners like here is sticking up, not good. We need to pin that down. So I'm just going to put a little dot. A little dot. There we go. I want that down. I want the whole thing like really glued down nicely. And over here too. I missed over here too. Okay, you're good, Gloria. Great. If you guys get behind, just say, wait, you know, just type in wait and I'll stop. Whoever is crafting with me. Okay, right there. So here we go. You really want that down. Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, fun. Now, our outside. Let's do the outside piece. Let's see. Where is my outside piece? Let me find my outside. Here we go. Cover, front. Front cover, okay? 4 3/8 by, would tear and tape work on that part of the cover? Yes. Yes, tear and tape. This right here, you know, I did the Tombow tonight because it's easy. And this one is done with Tombow. And it's adhering great. But I'm just saying, you know, if it's going to be used a lot and it is in a crease, you know, you might think about some tear and tape here also. Yeah. Yeah, I love tear and tape. Okay, so the front cover, 4 3/8 by 5 3/4, cut 1. Now, again, I am using things that are directional, so sometimes I like the direction to go into another direction. I want to cover the entire front of this envelope right here, the entire front. So we'll use some Tombow. And you if you want to use snail, that's fine. I don't know if it's going to, you know, snail might lift over time. So, and I've seen some things about the new adhesive that people have been having trouble. I don't have mine yet, so I cannot make an accurate evaluation, but I will when it does come. Okay, now watch. See this? I want this flat right here. So I'm tapping it to get it straight right here. And then I'm going ahead and letting it fall into the envelope. It's very important that this is the way it is. See how it is right up against that? Because we are going to put the spine on here next. So I'm really pressing this down. Now, here's the spine. It's going to go here. It's 1 inch by 5 3/4, and you cut 1. Again, again, mine is directional with the little sailboats, so I had to be careful the way I cut it. Now, also with this spine, you don't really want it to be butt up against everything, okay? Look here. See how it has that little bit of lift right here? You want that so that the book can open and close. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now. Now, I want you to do is take this little piece. Again, it's 1 by 5 3/4. You cut 1, and only kind of fold it in half, making a little trough, not, you know, like a definite fold. Just bending, I should say, the paper in half. Okay, just bend it like that. This is going to give you that little cupped like area that we need, okay? Just like that. Now, again, Gloria's right. Something like this, tear and tape, if you are really good with tear and tape, this would be the time, this would be a good place to put it because it does get a lot of motion, okay? But I'm just going to use my Tombow. I'm going to take it into this piece right here. Just a little bit, just a line of it, because it will squish. Just inside here. Just coming down through there on either side. I might have crossed over the little bridge there a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, now, go ahead and close your book. Place your spine on the front cover and get it right top to bottom. Okay, then fold it over gently and see how it will take that U shape for you then, because we have not put a, you know, like a really definitive fold into it. Now you want to come down here and just kind of push your book into it and press it. That's it. Didn't that make a cute little spine? I mean, just everything we add makes this just more fun and more fun. So I still have my little, like, mountain there. That could attach a little bit more there, and it will as it adheres. But yeah, let's see. We got a good mountain on the bottom. Yes, we do. Oh, thank you, Gloria. Yes, we do. We got a nice mountain there. Okay, so here we go. Pretty. Okay, now let's do the first. In my directions, we had the inside was 4 1/4 by 5 5/8, and you were to cut 4 of them. You could use any DSP that you wanted. It could be, you know, the same kind, a different type, whatever that you wanted. Whatever you're doing is just fine. 4 1/4 by 5 5/8. You need to cut 4 of these. And so I want this rope in here. Okay, now this is where, guys, okay, I have to remember, I cannot glue that all the way down. Okay, this gets glued all the way down. Let's concentrate on one side at a time. Can't wait. Oh, good, Esther, I'm so happy. Oh, wonderful. I hope I'm taking my time, and whoever is crafting with me is able to, we had a little bebop in the beginning. So, because I glued the envelope on the wrong way, and I'm telling everybody to glue the envelope on the wrong way. So, Esther, if you watch this, when I start putting the book together, watch it first before you start doing it. Okay, now this goes on here, and there is a slight little, and close it. Make sure you can always close your book. Always work with your book. There is just a slight little border around, and that's what I want with these measurements. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's do our pocket for this. Let's see, where's my pocket? It is a striped pocket. Here we go. For this, I'm going to, oh, thank you. On my list to do tomorrow. This is great. Yes, just remember at the beginning of the video, your silly demonstrator glued the last envelope pocket on backwards. Yes, I got that, Esther. I realized. Yeah, so the flap, when you go to glue this on, it has to look at you, not away from you. And I'm like really adamant about, no, it's away from you. No, it's not. It's towards you. I promise you. Okay, so we're going to make this pocket. So simple. 4 1/4 by 2, cut 1. No big deal. 4 1/4 by 2, cut 1. Then turn it over, tombow on 3 sides. Okay, let's move this. Tombow on 3 sides because you need the top open for the pocket. So simple. Now, even if you scrapbook, when I do that other little flap, you'll like that flap because that's a good flap for scrapbooking. Just is like a nice little element on a page. Okay, now this goes right on top of this paper at the bottom, and you've made a pocket. This will be put on my to-do list. It is buffering. I go in and I see it on my end. I see it buffering. Okay, so right there. And now we have a cute little pocket right there. Just so simple, just that simple. You know, it coordinates, but it's different, and it makes a nice little element there. Okay, now let's move on to page 2. This page then gets a card. So in my directions, the base is 5 by 3 3/4, like we would do on the inside of a card. And then Whisper White, 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. You're going to cut 2 sets of each, okay? We need 2 sets, 2 sets. So we're going to mess with this first one. And let's go ahead and decorate this with our lighthouse. And I'm using Night of Navy. Of course, if you're doing, you know, any other kind of set, because you could do this with any set you have, okay? Then, you know, decorate your envelope. However, if you're using the poppy, put a poppy down here. So right here is the lighthouse. Just like that. Oh, so I love this lighthouse. Do you not love that lighthouse? It's very distinctive, and it's the detail in it is just beautiful. Just beautiful. Again, this will be a set because new items are coming and new product is coming. I hate to say, but it will fall to the wayside, and I know it. I'm just letting that dry so that we get no smudges. Okay. I do have, this is all the snail I have left. I found another one, so I am going to snail this. And now this gets that nice little border around it. Just like that. I love the light. I know, right, Paula? This is a great set. Now this is going to slip in here as soon as we cover it. Take one of your inside pieces where you had the 4 of them cut. Now I'm going to use one piece over here, and I'm going to use my 1-inch circle punch. If you don't have a 1-inch punch, you could use just about anything. Because you're just going to use a portion of the punch, okay? So you could even use, okay, in Harvest Pillows, you could even use the top of this punch if you wanted to, something like that. You know, there's all kinds of different things that you can make a little notch with a stamp. Even the hearts, you can make notches with the hearts. So even if you don't, hey, there's my daughter. She's watching. Hi, Jamie. And we played in the pool all day today. Okay, now what we want to do here, the first thing that we want to do is take this piece of paper and find the middle. So we're just going to fold it, but not hard, okay? And just pinch it so that you get a little bend right there. Now you know where the middle is. So you go ahead and put your round or whatever you have in there and punch it out. Just like that. You're going to make a little notch. Now, if you don't have a punch, you can even use your round circle framelits and just run it through the Big Shot with just the smallest little one, notching it out. If you need me to slow down, you tell me. Now, this is very important on this page. When we attach this, we don't want to glue it all the way down because we need a flap right here. We need this envelope to open. So we're going to take our Tombow and we're going to go ahead now and apply it to this part of the envelope, okay? Apply your Tombow to the envelope, not the DSP. To this part, right around here. Okay, here we go. That's all my daughter's heard me talk about is my boo-boo envelope thing tonight. So, appreciate her popping in. Now we're going to take the DSP that we cut the notch out of and place this on top of that piece that we just put that Tombow on. And again, look at the little border around there. I try to follow suit right here so I'm even, okay? Just like that. Very easy. I got a little glue there. Get my little rubber eraser and I'll get that glue right off of there. There we go. Oh, it marred the paper. Okay, we're all right. We're going to put a picture on it anyway. So there we go here. And now we have our pocket. Let's make sure that we are attached here. See how that lifted up? I don't want that. You want this to be glued down nicely. Let's see, do we need a little bit in that corner too? Okay. I think maybe we had it. I'm just not holding it down long enough. Let's let that adhere. Just like that. And now our little card. This card is fantastic for journaling. You could put the date that you went to the beach, or if it's a Christmas book, Christmas Day, you know, and you can make little notes, who was there, how old they were, you know, or even what presents that they got. And here you could put, you know, beach trip 2020, you know, and just talk about your little nice beach trip. Sunny days and warm nights, something like that. So now this would go in here. All right, now let's turn this page. And now we're going to decorate this side. This is the one that has that adorable flap. Again, we're going to take one of the pieces that where we cut the 4 out of, and I chose this with the compass. I love that. I just absolutely love it, although we are going to cover it up, but I love that. A little Tombow Yes, Connie, these are fantastic gifts. People that you just don't really know what to give. When you start making these, you're going to whip these things out so quick. They're really not difficult to put together at all. And you could decorate, you know, as much as you want, as little as you want. So right here, and again, we have that nice white, and you could see it really well now, that white border around that, because this is that dark blue. Okay, now, to make that inside flap, we need a solid piece of cardstock, and this is Balmy Blue. Thank you, Diana. And the solid piece of cardstock is 7 by 3.5. It is scored at 2.5, and you will cut one of these. 7 by 3.5, scored at 2.5, cut one. All right? Now, what we want to do is, again, my little bone folder. We want to fold this up and use your bone folder. Really get a good crease there, just like that. Very simple. Now we're getting our piece right here of DSP. This is for the back of it. It's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 right here, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to go ahead and put this back here. I love these stripes. I love stripes. Again, a little wiggle room there with the Tombow, and a nice border around that. That's so much fun. And now we have 2 flap pieces, and the inside and outside flap both are 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, and you cut one of each. Cut one of each. Now, if you're using something that's directional, okay, which this is, I want, when that flap opens up, I want them to see the lighthouses. I don't want the lighthouses to be upside down. So I want that to open like that. And we'll put that down with some Tombow. Or on this even, you could use some snail. This is not that, you know, where it's going to take a whole lot of opening and closing and that kind of thing. Again, there's a nice little border around there. Now we're going to close that. And we're going to put our sailboats on the outside. Same dimensions, 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, one of each. But I liked all 3 of these papers to be different. But, you know, the way Stampin' Up does stuff, they coordinate. So I don't have to worry about that. You know, whatever I put together with Stampin' Up, it's going to coordinate beautifully because they've taken that part of the game out of it. Or that part of the equation out of the game, right? Which helps me a lot because you can even ask my daughter, I can't pick color. Oh my goodness, when I picked drapes for the living room, it was a disaster. Okay, so, but we've rectified that situation now. Now we're going to take this and we're going to place it right here. Oh, that's so cute, right? Right here on our page. So I'm going to go ahead. And this, if you wanted even to use sticky strip on, that would be fine also. Something nice and permanent on this part because this is interactive. And that's going to come right here. Okay. Cute. Adorable. Absolutely adorable. Now, I always save these boxes that I get. I save them constantly. And I got this one. I've got this one. I've got a Christmas one. Because in these little kits, there's always little embellishments. And here we have these teeny tiny paper clips. And that's what I'm using for the outside of this. So I really like all of those kits, and I do keep them around. They have wonderful things inside of them, nice little trinkets and everything. Okay, so let's move that aside. I'm going to bring this element in, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp it with the Anchor of Life, or let hope be your anchor through the storms of life. I call it the Anchor of Life saying. So we're going to go ahead and place this right here in the center of this. Now this tag is in that set. That tag, that die to cut that out is in the Sailing Home set. So that's cute, right? I'm just kind of letting that ink take good hold. Now I'm going to bring this back in. I'm going to take my little embellishment here and just put this in here with this paper clip, and that is stinking adorable. That's cute. So I did some other things here for this flap, and maybe you guys are, you know, crafting with me and you're just catching up or whatever. I'll go ahead and add my elements. I did make my little lighthouse here, and I'm going to put 3 dimensionals on this, top, middle, and bottom. Okay, so this comes here, our lighthouse. And let's see, I cut my little knot out here. All of this is in that set. It's just so much fun. Now with this, I'm just going to take some snail. I'm going to run it over this a little bit, maybe. Okay, there we go. You could use Tombow. I just want it to stick really quick. There we go. And just like that. Just cute like that, right? Now, here's my anchor. I stamped my anchor, and it has a hole right here. And I love this rope, twine that has the Knight of Navy in it. It's really nautical looking. So I'm going to take my twine right here. I just cut a little piece. How big is this? Let's see. It's about 4 inches of twine, and I put it together here. Now I like my loop to be finished on the front of it. I'm going to put this through here. Maybe I'll use my tweezers to do that. And I don't care if it frays out because I want it to look really, you know, nautical and beachy and, you know, like it's just old rope. So let's go ahead. Come on, get through that. It's only because I'm on camera. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I fed it from the back to the front, and then I just loop it over. And see how I have my finished edge looking toward me. I like that. Now I want to go ahead and put my anchor right here. I'm just going to use some, let's see, let's use a mini dimensional up here and a couple of sides. A couple of these smaller pieces here of dimensionals. I'll just cut them out. And I'm going to put these on the edges of the anchor, like so. Okay, I think I need one more on the bottom for support. That felt a little flimsy down there. Okay, right there. I'm going to take that a little angle here and add it to my project, and that is so cute. Put the fold in first. Yes, Carol. Go ahead and score it, fold it, and put it in first before you decorate it. Fold it first because you only want glue on the back of it. You don't want glue on this. Of the twine, put the of the twine, put the open end in first, right? Like I put this end of it in, not the loop, because I want it to come that way. Makes threading, yes, it does make threading easier. That is very, very true. So true. I'm just going to give that a little haircut there so that they're even. Okay, let's get to our last flap. And this one, again, it has a card. And then we are just about done with just a belly. Look at how cute our book is coming. Yes, look at how cute everything here is coming. It's just adorable. Okay, let's bring in our second set of our card. And again, the base is 5 by 3 3/4, regular Whisper White at 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. We cut 2 sets. This is the second set. And on this one, Night of Navy with my sailboat. And this time I'm going to place the sailboat on this side just to give it a little something different in the book, just like that. These are just beautiful stamps, really. We'll use a little snail on this. And then put this together nicely. And that will be ready to put inside of our book. Beautiful. Okay, now let's go ahead and get our last piece of paper. That was for the inside pieces. And we had to cut 4 of these. This is the last one at 4 1/4 by 5 5/8. And again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to find the middle just by kind of squishing it just a little bit, not making a really definitive crease in it. I'm going to take the punch out that little bit, just like that. And then we're going to add our Tombow to our envelope. And let me get this up in the corner really well, just like that. We do not glue this down. I have to keep reminding myself that. So here we go, just right up to that edge, but not over it. There we go. And now we're going to add our boats. And there's that nice little border around because then our book will close nicely. Oh, look how cute that looks. Oh, that is so adorable. Just too cute. I am so pleased with that. Okay. Let's close our book. Oh, now see how where we did that little scoring of that 1/8 of an inch, we have a nice closure there to hold that book nicely. Sometimes you need to push this together more, add a little Tombow. You know, you'll mess with it. It'll all come out well. So this is looking really nice. Now, I made my little tag here. Let's talk about this tag. My tag, the top I did with my tag topper punch. I love this punch. And this is Night of Navy. Everything's Night of Navy Whisper White. And it's 4 by 2. Then I put it in there. I just punched it out. I rounded the corners down here. And then my Whisper White piece is 3 1/4 by 1 3/4. 3 1/4 by 1 3/4 is Whisper White. And oh, thank you, Connie. You're so wonderful. Thank you so much. And the Night of Navy is 4 by 2. Okay, so I made the little tag. And then I made this little element right here. This is a stamp in there. And then this was a die to be directional. Now, I save a lot of things. I don't get rid of a lot of things. These are little brads from a long, long time ago with Stampin' Up. You could use any brad you want, or you could even glue it down. It doesn't matter. I'm making mine a little interactive. So I'm going to take my little Pierce mat here because it's just not for stamping on, right? And I'm going to take this and get that back together. Okay. I'm going to take that little, it's north, south, east, and west. It's a compass. Let's see. It goes like that because there's the east, west. No. Whoops. Here. East, west, north, south. Okay, we're good. Now I'm going to put a hole in the middle here, just like that. And see, it goes right into that mat. That's great. So that's what I use that for also. And now I'm going to take my little compass here part. Let's see, do I have that right? Yes. And I'm going to place my brad through here. Whoop. Maybe. Just like that. And just open it up. And it just makes the cutest little element, right? Now, with this, I'm just going to put, what, a couple of dimensionals? Maybe 2 minis. Yeah, let's do 2 minis on this. Right here. Because we want it to be able to spin. Not that that's really going to matter. I think we need 4 minis on it. 4 mini dimensionals. There we go. And it's just going to pop up ever so cutely on that tag. And this just adds a nice little element to the whole beach experience or the nautical thing. Okay, east, there we go. I wanted to get it right, right? I don't want to have an upside down compass. There we go, and then that spins. That's fun. That goes right in here, in my little flap. There we go. Just like that. So cute. Now, this book is a giveaway also. I'm giving both of them away. I'll put something up here. I'll probably cut like another rope or something like that. Or I'll put something up there. Don't worry about that. It won't come to you like that. So, now that we're almost done, let's go ahead and draw. What do we have? Well, I have to do a belly band, right? Okay, we'll do the belly band in just a second. Let's go ahead and draw for these, okay? 2 people, 2 books, 2 people. These are everybody that commented last week. So let's see who we have here. Sandra Kidwell. Sandra Kidwell gets a book. Sandra Kidwell gets a book. Let me put this together for you. And I will stick your name in there. So Sandra, when I send you your card kits, thank you, Susan. Thank you, Pauline. I'm doing this so that like maybe you guys are catching up or something. So that's Sandra Kidwell. Okay, let's get the other one for the one we're making right now. Here we go. Who's this? Roxanne Emerson. Roxanne Emerson will get this second book. All right, great, ladies. That is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's go ahead and make our belly band. I already made this element, and I used that die again. Let me show you these dies in here. Because like even though we have a nice new catalog coming out, this might be something that you do want to, hi Helen, you want to put in, you know, on your list anyway, even though it is, you know, it's from a later catalog. Here's the ship's wheel. Hi, Brenda. That's nice of you guys. I congratulate everything. Yay. And then here is this die. This is stitched. That's a nice tag. Really, really nice tag. So I use the ship's wheel and I use this. And here's another, this is like a little banner. This is cute too. So that's wonderful. Okay. So I already put those together. And now our last piece, I've got all of my sticky notes out of the way here. And if I've got sticky notes out of the way, that means we're done. Look, now I only have 1 anchor left. 2 anchors. I've got 1 anchor left. You could use any embellishments that you want. And now here is the belly band. So the solid piece of cardstock right here is Night of Navy, and it's 1 by 11. The DSP from that set is 3/4 by 11. Cut 1 of each. Cut 1 of each. Oh, isn't that nice, Diana? Yes, see, and it's not a difficult book to make. Just remember at the beginning, I mess up and glue the thing on the wrong way. But hey, that... And I can't tell you how many times I practiced. I was like, I've got to get this totally right. Just the jitters, right? Just scared. A little intimidating, making an entire project, having people craft with you on the same, yeah, and then there I messed them up. I hope that they were able to get another envelope and put it back the way that it should be. Okay, this goes right on here. And you want to leave enough Night of Navy top and bottom. Cute, just like that, okay? So then this comes here, and I just wrap it around. Do not do it tight. You want it has to slide. It's just there to hold the book shut, okay? So don't do it really tight. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. I appreciate that. Okay, now right here, what we want to do here is put Tombow. Just spread that around. And we're going to close this. Let it meet, let it get even. Use your fingers, just manipulate it evenly. That's the greatest thing about Tombow. Try your best. You're going to be putting an element on top of it anyway, so it's not... Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone stopping in tonight and hanging out with me and making this adorable book. Oh, I forgot to put our envelope in. Or not our envelope, our card in our envelope slot right here. And that just opens up nicely, and that just slides in there so nicely. Oh, Glenda will be so proud of me that I didn't glue that shut, because that was the boo-boo on the last one, that I glued this totally shut. So, and then this time I had this part of the envelope facing down when it really needs to face up. Really, honest guys, I cannot stress that enough. Make sure this part of the envelope at the very beginning of the video is facing towards you. I do it wrong from the get-go. So, but then I corrected. I got another envelope and corrected it, but I was worried that you guys had put it on improperly, like I was instructing you. So, and here's the belly band. We're going to take our little element here and put three little dimensionals right across the center here. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, I'm so pleased with them. Oh my goodness, I just love them. And I'm going to put it right here. See, so you don't even see that seam where that band is. And now, I want to use these glue dots because they're really flat. And I'm going to place 2 of them on each anchor on the back sides. You know, if you didn't have any elements like this, you could make them. You know, cut the anchors or cut flowers or whatever. I also think Timeless Tropical would make a great book. Again, okay, we're back. An anchor here. And an anchor here. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I am looking for someone. She wanted a paper share and an anchor here. Thank you, Georgianne. Thank you. I am looking for someone named Kathy Dunbar. She said she wanted a paper share, and I totally forgot to get her email from her. So between today and Tuesday and Wednesday, when I do my lives, I will be asking for her. So if Kathy Dunbar is watching, please send me a message. I would appreciate that. So here are our 2 books. They came out so cute. Just adorable. I hope you guys, oh my goodness, I just can't stop. So cute. Right here. Right here. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you, Carol. I have ever attempted to make, and it turned out perfectly. Oh, thank you, Carol. That makes me feel so much better. And right here, and remember, I'm going to fix that right there. So we have this. Come over here, little flap. That's a great element for any scrapbook, okay? Any scrapbook that you want to do, Paige, this is a fantastic element. You could put pictures in it. You could journal here. You don't have to decorate it like that, but it's a good little flap. And then out here, and another card. Isn't that just so much fun? I just love looking at it. My little Christmas one came out adorable. That's when we had the Mrs. Santa. She was so cute. So here we go. That is what we're doing now. Next week, oh, thank you, Sandra. Oh, thank you so much, Sandra. I appreciate you. So now next week, we will have totally new product. Okay. Oh, I'm glad my book is so cute. Thank you for sharing. Oh, Gloria, I'm so glad you did it with me. Thank you. I hope you guys had fun crafting with me tonight. I appreciate every one of you coming here every Sunday and spending a little time with me. We can hang out, do some wonderful crafting before we start our week. This is a fantastic way to start your week. Make something beautiful. Make something fun. This was fun. I hope you used this, the template of the envelopes with many, many, many different DSP packets. It's fantastic. Oh, thank you so much, Carol. I appreciate it. And I did too, Janet. I really do. I love hanging out with you guys on Sunday evening. I look so forward to it. So I will definitely see you next Sunday. We will definitely be using new product. It will be here tomorrow. Oh, my Happy Crafting Card Kit class. For anyone that orders this, I've started, okay? These are my 2 cards that I started and I came up with. But I have, oh, Judy, that's okay. You can watch the replay. These are for the Happy Crafting Card Kit class. You're welcome, Chris. But there's 2 other cards that need to be made for it. I am waiting for new product. I want to do new product. I didn't think you guys would mind if I just waited another week just to get some new product in my hand and then be able to finish that class up. So that's what's going on with that right now. So everyone, please have a very safe and wonderful week. Thank you, Jeanette. I appreciate they are just adorable. But everybody just try to follow the directions. And remember in the front, the flap has to come up towards you, the envelope. Oh my goodness. So, and remember, if you'd love to join my team, I'd love to have you. I am not a pushy salesperson and we just have fun crafting. Thank you, and make it with the video. Yes, okay, Judy, I'm because you're on here late. At the beginning of the video, I attached the 3rd envelope wrong. Okay, wait and watch it a little bit. Watch the way I attach the envelopes because the flap has to come up toward you, not down toward the desk. Okay, it needs to be to the right and towards you, not to the right and away from you. Okay. So please watch the beginning of the video so that you don't, so that then you don't have to do this. Because I just had to rip it off of there and then get another envelope, right? No big deal. Oh, thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. I will be live live on YouTube on Tuesday, and we will be definitely using new product. I'm excited for that. Thanks again for watching. Please have a safe week. Be safe, stay healthy. And I'll see you next week. Happy crafting.